And yeah. Also, this story doesn't really sound like a very forgiving maker.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting.
Deveth.
Well,
Who are
you're
you?
not what I thought you'd be.
Excuse me. Well, what did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Daveth.
Wow.
It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Hmm. The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the qunari wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
But I mean, I doubt they send us into pointless danger. Why would they?
Then why do the Grey Wardens only recruit folks who can fight? Or are you their first basket weaver? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I mean, in the end, the Grey Wardens are warriors. Of course they want people who can fight, like, well. Don't think that's that absurd. Wait, they're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
So it seems to be like a common practice to save people and then kind of force them to become Grey Wardens. Charming. Chest. Aha, studded leather gloves. Are they nicer than Oghren ones? Nope. Weird, I kinda expected studded leather to be nicer than, like, leather. Nope.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh,
Okay.
pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
Sure. What kinds of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
We're just fighting a war. This is also armor. You make no sense, dude. I don't know, should we just sell stuff or do we need to keep it? Studded leather boots. Are they nicer than our current ones? No. Yeah, war profiteering. Great. If their life's on the line, it's very charming. Okay, would you who know the game say I can just sell all the stuff, or should we keep some of it? There's a backpack you can get. I don't think he sells a backpack. No. But I also don't know if we need anything, if we need to buy anything. We can't even buy like a sword or a dagger or something. And we are way too broke for everything. Okay. Tranquil.
That course of action is inadvisable.
I want to steal.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Tranquil.
Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time
Look at that
enchanting.
in the background.
It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What's a Tranquil going to do? He can't fight, he can't stop you. Kinda true. Kinda sad. Yeah, I mean, for the ones who don't know that, Tranquil are mages who, well, got tranquilized, so basically they are killed in the fate and become emotionless, they lose most of their drive, and yeah, usually they do enchantments or organization stuff, and it's really a miserable thing. You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why
now
those
he
with
explains.
magical talent are feared?
The chantry claims magic is sinful.
Not sinful in and of itself. They
Kind
claim
of.
it leads to sin. And there is a basis for that argument.
Yeah.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Yeah, great. Sounds like a horrid practice.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror.
You
I am
can't feel.
content to serve in my role.
I mean, they made you that. How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Yes, I totally want to be an emotional slave. Right, Alistair? Few things would sound worse than that. Also, cause usually you don't decide to become tranquil, but it is decided for you. Let's talk about something else.
Of course. What may I assist you with?
What is an enchantment exactly?
It is the practice
Enchantment?
of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
Yeah, which also means that the circle, or, well, mainly the Templars and the Chantry, do have their own interest in making people tranquil. What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
Gosh, I hate this whole circle practice and the tranquility and
Goodbye.
Can you go? Can you look into another direction? And then steal?
That
No.
course of action is inadvisable.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
It didn't even move. What? Where am I? Huh? What happened? Did I just get teleported around? I think so. Huh.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Okay, we are at the infirmary.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Yes, I guess they will be put to rest.
I can feel it inside me.
Yikes.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
I don't think we can run, like, where to? Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Some might survive, but very unlikely. Are there people surviving the taint? Didn't really sound like that. What is wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Well, what war's doing to you, I guess. We really just got teleported around the camp? Weird. Yes, you can become immune to the taint if infected, but it's very rare and you still die an early death. Also not fun. Okay, I want to... Can we talk to the mages? I really want to steal from that chest, but I think we can't. Hi, Wynne.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Yep. And as in the circles, usually you have Templars.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I go as well. Lame. Okay, we talked to the quartermaster. I think we can just go to Alistair and talk about this weird ritual we are going to do. I like those mage tents though, they look cool. You can see it from the chest later. Nice. Yeah, he really doesn't seem to go away, so I really think we have to wait. Hey, soldier. Anyone interesting here? Or anything interesting here? Nope. There we have Alistair.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. Speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Yep, sounds lovely. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Sometimes it seems to weirdly cut off the messages, the voice lines, right? Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From High Ever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope.
Yeah.
As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Well, pleased to meet you. My name is Alan.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Just a dead one. Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I like that we have more music, especially like after Dragon Age Inquisition. It's cool to have actually like video game music in the background. And yeah, so far he's cool. That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the Mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Interesting. Makes you wonder how he came to the Grey Wardens, right? Or why? You were Mage Hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the Mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
So what about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Inquisition was too quiet and its music liked to bug out. Yeah, absolutely. I know that Inquisition I had like several times I was like, it is so weird that it's so quiet. Like how used you are to music in games. I've met Davith.
Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be
Nope.
honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one. Or I can track him down later.
Well, I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise,
Why?
lead on.
Tutorial, party members and tactics. When you're not controlling them, party members act according to tactics you set. Select Alistair by left-clicking on him or his portrait. Now open the tactics screen by pressing on the highlighted icon or pressing backslash, right? Okay, backslash doesn't work. The highlighted icon here. Which one? Oh gosh. You can use the conditional tactic slots to design custom behavior for each character, or simply set preset tactics. Change Alistair's preset to Defender. Okay. So... enable, disable. Okay, if you're attacked by... so on the left side we have the trigger, and on the right side we do have, like the reaction. Alright.
Right.
Let's get on with it then.
And we have another level up. How fun. A little bit of willpower, dexterity, and strength. Yeah. I want more damage. Didn't we choose to do weapon training earlier? Anyway.
Yes?
How about you tell me a little bit about yourself?
As I said, I was
Sigh.
trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me, and becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
That sounds like a nicer recruiting story than ours. You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Oh. It really sounds fond. You didn't want to join the chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the chantry.
I was hoping you could ask more. I have a few questions for you.
What about?
The Grey Wardens.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
Let's see how much we can ask. What makes you all so special? That sounds like kind of accusing.
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
So they are knights? Heroes?
I don't know if I go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from Darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory.
Like burning down villages. You know, I'm not sure I know anything about the Grey Wardens, actually.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress? The great eyrie carved into the White Cliffs far off in the Anderfels? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
They actually had griffins? How awesome! Why did they die out? How did they let that happen? So where are all the Grey Wardens now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Kalen is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
So the Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone.
King Marek, Kalen's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
I wonder why. Like, why were they exiled before from Ferelden? The true cause of the Griffins dying out was a modified version of the joining ritual created by the Grey Warden Mage Saya through blood magic. The ritual was originally created as an attempt to render a Griffin immune to the Darkspawn taint, as the Wardens were. However, in the Griffins, the taint was processed too quickly, and any Griffin put through the ritual would die not long after. Why did they continue doing that then? After being put through the ritual, however, the Griffins were capable of greater strength and speed. That sounds pretty dark. Yikes. Like, why not stop? Why not stop if you see they're dying because of that? That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I could listen to you all day. The Blight Duncan mentioned.
Of course.
So, what is a Blight? Where do Darkspawn come from?
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
Truth! And I like that you use them as opposites. They aren't the same thing.
They seldom are.
Oh, I like Alistair. Give me the truth on.
The truth is, we don't really know. They come up from the ground, and that's as far as we've gotten.
Great. What is the Chantry's version then?
According to the Chant of Light, the Maker imprisoned the old gods underground long ago, as punishment for tricking mankind into worshipping them. The old god still whispered to some men and taught them magic. These men became the magisters of the Tevinter Empire. The magisters used their gift to enter the Golden City, tainting it and themselves. They were cast out by the Maker and became the first Darkspawn. They fled underground, bringing their taint to their gods. The tainted old gods were the archdemons who rose from their prisons and led the Darkspawn against the world.
So that was the First Blight.
Yes, and it nearly wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing another blight.
So would at least mean once they run out of old gods, no more blights, right? So what is an archdemon exactly?
The old gods were dragons, so the stories say. Big ones. Intelligent, even. The Tevinter Empire had big statues of them. Each dragon had a name and a place in the cosmos. It's all very intricate. The archdemons may not be the old gods, but they're definitely dragons.
And this archdemon's quite frightful. Frightening. So, where's the archdemon for this blight?
We haven't seen it yet. People are beginning to think this is just an unusually large Darkspawn raid without an archdemon to unify them. But seriously, the archdemon could be in the wilds or underground. It could be hiding. Just because it hasn't shown itself doesn't mean it isn't out there.
So why not kill the Darkspawn when they're underground, unorganized?
They've controlled the deep roads ever since they defeated the dwarven kingdoms. Even if we invaded, we can only chase them so far.
And the deep roads are quite large, as we know from the games, from the later games. So why are some people so skeptical about the archdemon?
The Grey Wardens killed so many Darkspawn by the end of the last Blight. People decided they were gone for good.
Would be nice. And that's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
In theory, yes, but in practice I think something worse will happen after killing all the old gods as archdemons. And there's a prophecy that the old gods were actually the seals to the Black City, and once they are all dead, the Black City can be entered again. And then the question would be, what's the next thing happening when someone enters the Black City, right? But I mean, why would the old gods be actually the seals to the Black City? Especially because the magisters went in there into the Black City because of the old ones. Looking up the Dread Wolf trailers, seeing that like 5 out of the 7 seals are already broken. Maybe we'll find out in Dread Wolf. Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man, a good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I think Alan has very mixed feelings, because I mean it is true that he saved him, but also kind of like pressured him or blackmailed him to become a Grey Warden, right? I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
I want to ask about the joining ritual.
There's not a lot I can tell you. We go and collect Darkspawn blood, and then you'll hear everything.
Surely you can tell me something, right?
Look, I can't tell you much, alright? The joining is very unpleasant. I wish I could forget it, but I can't. I don't envy what you're going to have to go through.
Yay. Well, I can't say I'm thrilled by the idea.
I was scared out of my wits. But you get through it. You have to. If becoming a Grey Warden were easy, we wouldn't recruit the best. You want to ask me about something else?
Concern. This upcoming battle.
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Tan Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Kaelin just wants his place in history. The Tairn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
What's it happening here, out of all places?
We're at the edge of the qunari wilds, the eye of the Blight storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What are the chances of success?
I'm sure Tan Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no Blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
What if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it. Which...
No pressure.
Neither the king nor the Tairn really seems to believe this is a real Blight, however.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I have no more questions.
Then let's get
We ask a lot.
Shall we?
Hey, and got slight approval. I just want to turn down the music, like, a little bit. Because it seemed a little bit loud compared to the dialogue. Here we go. Alright, so let's go to Duncan, right? Where's the way? Ah, down the stairs. Alrighty. And then off to collecting some Darkspawn blood and then a very unpleasant joining. Sounds fun. And the other guy's not here yet. And just to be sure. Oh boy, that's our first save. Yeah.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
I'm Alan. Pleased to meet you.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the qunari wilds to perform 2 tasks.
Oh, with Alistair?
First is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
Neat. What exactly do we need the Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself.
Hmm.
I'll explain more once you've returned.
And we know it's unpleasant. Surely you could have acquired some blood before now, right?
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Alright, find the archive, 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Not a single female. I don't know. Grey Warden apprentice? How do we call us? Can we take the... Where the heck is our Mabari? Here. Ooh, there are also brown ones. Oh, Sigma Mabari. Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for the battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. Just terrible. Where's our Mabari? Only few nations actually accept women in the military. Like in Thedas. Weird. But I mean, we do know that there are like female Grey Wardens. I mean, you can also play like a female character. Where's our Mabari? Baxter, where are you? Well. Also can't help the sick one. Sad. Okay, into the qunari wilds.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.